comedy. They did it again. They saved comedy once again.
We can't stop saving things.
It was dying.
It's insane.
And it was saved thanks to our dad, our father, Shane Gillis, and our black stepfather, Kevin Hart. They did it. They saved comedy.
Oh, yeah.
It was almost dead, and then they revived it.
They couldn't have done it without us.
They were inspired by us. We really led the way on that. Did you watch the Kevin Hart roast?
I watched highlights.
I
watched the Watch Mojo.
The Watch
Top
Mojo
10 moments.
They made one already, really?
Yeah, of course.
Holy shit. They're quick on that, dude.
When did it happen?
Watch Mojo. They're still doing it. They're still putting it out.
Yeah.
Top 10 moments of the Kevin Hart roast.
Yeah, they're an unstoppable
That's amazing,
force.
Dude. We gotta get Watch Mojo on the pod. We gotta,
just like one of the people, like, don't show their face, just have them do a voiceover.
Just top 10 moments from the P Boiz podcast. That's insane that they're still doing that.
That actually,
good for them. I wonder how much revenue they're bringing in. Of like, they're constantly putting out like top 10 lists and shit.
Yeah, no, I think they're set because they're grandfathered in.
Yeah. They've been doing like even like the fucking BuzzFeed, like BuzzFeed is bankrupt, like all the Vice is bankrupt, like all these companies that were doing these like lists are all bankrupt, but Watch Mojo, they figured it out.
Because Watch Mojo was smart and
they
didn't try to do their own thing separate from YouTube. They stuck to YouTube. Yeah. They're like, whatever, we'll deal with your bullshit.
They're probably doing AI voice at this point. They probably have enough recordings out there. They're just...
Wait, now that I think about it, all the stuff that they do is like reviewing written content. So how do they make so much money?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's get Watch Mojo. Mojo himself. Why is it called Watch Mojo? Who is Mojo?
I don't know.
Anyways,
maybe it used to be like a website in like the 2000s, and then YouTube. I don't know.
What was the top? What was the number one moment? Was it Cat Williams?
I think that was the last one.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It did not seem like the order mattered. It was just like, here's 10 clips.
Okay. Well, they saved comedy. They did it. They saved comedy. Yeah. It was going to die. And then Shane and Tony Hinchcliffe and The Rock, they saved it. And Usher
Amy
and Lizzo.
Who was the
black lady? Chelsea
girl.
Handler.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some.
What did I say? Amy Winehouse?
Amy Winehouse? She's dead.
I know.
Hey, more like Chelsea Whines a Lot House, right? Because she's just whining about everything.
Yeah, she needed her handler to pull her off stage and tell her to stop.
No, I don't care about Chelsea Handler. There's been a lot of contentious, like online, people are mad about like the pro Chelsea people and the pro Shane people are like hating on each other in the comments.
They have like a feud?
There's like a weird feud thing where he called her out for being a Zionist and having dinner with Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh yeah, that was
pretty baller. And then she called them out for getting Trump elected and going to Saudi Arabia, which a lot of people pointed out Shane and Tony didn't go to Saudi Arabia. Right. She just pulled it. I mean, and then she praised Kevin Hart, but he did go to Saudi Arabia. So, and I don't think he got Trump elected. So,
who is she? Is she an actress?
She's a talk show host. I think she was a comedian at one point. Chelsea Lately, that was her show.
Oh yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah,
never heard her name though.
She was just a whore lady who
whore lady.
She's famous for being a whore. I think that's what her big claim to fame is. Did you like her jokes? I like some of her jokes. I don't remember any of them, but I like some of them. I
don't know. They weren't that bad. The ones that, granted, I saw limited stuff, but I saw one of them that like maybe I'm pretty sure it was her, but it was like a Tony Hinchcliffe one. It was like it was a Me Too thing. It was like she was just making up random controversial stuff because like the Saudi Arabia stuff too.
Right.
It's just like here's a thing that probably applies to you.
She saved comedy in a different way.
Hey, the fact that
she saved comedy from racist white guys.
The fact that it was inaccurate means that she at least wrote her own stuff.
Yeah, that's true. You saw
maybe
the Rock had a surprise appearance.
Oh yeah, I didn't get that.
You didn't get that far.
That wasn't in the top 10.
How is that not in the top 10? Watch Mojo. How did you not have The Rock appearing in the top 10 of the roast?
Actually,
that was a big moment.
I don't know. I was eating shrimp.
It might have been in there. Okay. It was a big reveal. They had the camera and then he had a microphone and it was a big deal. Like a wrestling entrance.
Was anyone surprised that he was there?
No, not at all.
Obviously, He should have hosted it.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw on Instagram, I made like a Kevin Hart roast bingo sheet, and I put it out there, and everything that I put on the bingo sheet it came true.
You got to cover all.
I get either someone owes me some Coke or a blowjob or something.
I don't think you would accept either of those.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
I mean,
I'm a good Catholic man, but someone owes me
door.
that. But I'm a good Catholic man, so I wouldn't accept.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, The Rock, he was clearly pretty hammered at that point, and he did this weird bit where he was implying he was going to have sex with Kevin Hart's wife,
like Tom Brady.
What do you mean, like Tom Brady?
Tom Brady hit on his wife.
Yeah. It was a lot of people hitting on his wife. The Rock was like being really weird about it though, and I think he was kind of like fucked up at this point. And he was, and Kevin and him were like riffing back and forth, but there wasn't like a joke. It was just kind of like, yeah, she thinks I'm sexy. Yeah, it was very, very awkward. It was hard to watch.
I wish that would have been in the top 10.
Yeah, Watch Mojo should have put that in the top 10. The cringe Rock hitting on Kevin Hart's wife moment.
I should have looked up lowlights.
Yeah, you should have the top 10 worst moments. He called Dwayne Wade, is that? No, Draymond Green, I think, was that the basketball player there?
I think, yeah.
He called him retarded, and people were mad about that too.
Wait, who did?
The Rock called him retarded.
Oh, it's The Rock, the golden boy.
Yeah, you can't say it. You can't say it.
It's not like he didn't say it like 1,000 times in the WWF.
Did he really?
I'm sure he did. You
Probably.
were allowed to. That wasn't a bad word.
Yeah, that's
in
true.
the 90s.
And then what else? I felt a weird. I don't know if I don't know if you feel the same way, but watching the roast, I did have a weird bit of like this weird. I think this is like what they talk about, the parasocial relationship, where I felt a bit of like more excitement and like pride than I normally do when I watch stuff like this. Like normally I reject like these big Netflix, projects, but this I was like, I felt a little bit of, joy watching it. And yeah, exactly. That's what it's like. It feels like you're watching your friends, but you're just watching these guys you've been watching online for like almost 10 years, like being a big Hollywood thing. And it's like, it's kind of weird. It's like if your high school like best friend was like hanging out on Netflix. And,
that wouldn't go that far.
Well,
that would be so much cooler.
That would be, but I'm saying that's almost what it's like, because
I actually had like the opposite feeling. Yeah,
that's probably the right way to feel about it.
When I was watching it, like there were people like on stage that I didn't know talking about people that I didn't know and making jokes like or references that I didn't know. I was like, who cares about any of this?
Well, I'm just saying, like when Shane was on there and when like Kill Tony and like.
Yeah, I mean, even then
like
it was like, okay, yeah, Kill Tony or Tony Hinchcliffe like did have some good jokes from what I saw, but I was just like, oh man, it's gonna go to his head.
Yeah, probably. But it was just like, it was weird to feel like, oh, it's like when you know about a band before everyone else, and you feel like, oh, I knew about this before everyone else, and so now I'm like validated for seeing it.
What about it do you feel like you were like on the inside of, like just Shane Gillis?
Yeah, just being like, it's like this guy you've been a fan of like for this many years, and now he's like doing a big thing.
Well, I feel that a little bit with like Shane Gillis and like the stuff that like, because he's a very well-known person now, and it's just like, hell
now
yeah,
he's like the biggest comedian in the world, so like it doesn't, everyone knows him.
Yeah. No, it's cool like being able to actually like name a comedian that my coworkers know.
Yeah.
But sometimes they ask me, it's like, hey, do you know Shane Gillis?
Hey, do you know Shane Gillis? Like, well, actually, we're about 2 people away from Shane Gillis.
Yeah, I know someone who knows someone who knows him.
Actually, yeah, we're pretty connected to Shane. Shane, please come on the podcast.
It would help so much.
It would help us so much, Shane. If we edited your fans,
Lemaire,
Lameezy, come on, the P Boiz. I think James McForbes, what's that guy's name?
James McCann.
James Donald McCann.
Yeah,
whatever his name is. He's going to be performing at Ridley's this Thursday.
Oh, actually, like, I think he's funny.
We should go tell him. Listen,
enjoy him.
Please connect us with Shane. Please take us with you. Please get us there.
Get kicked out like as soon as he gets on stage. Like, hey,
please,
P Boiz, get Shane Gillis out of our podcast.
Get out of the P Boiz. Tell us about the P Boiz.
Pull your phone right now. Call Shane.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories about Shane?
Talk about Shane.
That I'm sure like that is really annoying for like people that are close to him.
He's
also
getting
trying
there
to be
now
famous.
too. Like he's starting to get there.
Yeah, no, he's like definitely like in the upper sphere of like fame as far as comedians.
Yeah.
He's like pretty decently known in the comedy sphere.
Right. He was on Rogan recently. I feel like once you're on Rogan, that's when you're baptized in the world of.
Yeah, I think he's been on a few times.
Really?
Or at least
Okay.
a couple.
That's exciting. But yeah, so the roast, I don't know. I thought Shane's parts were pretty funny. I don't really like roasts. The Cat Williams, I didn't think his jokes were like that funny. Like they built him. I knew that Cat Williams was coming. It was so obvious that Cat Williams was going to come, but they built it up like he's what? Hey, there we go.
That was such
shout out Cat, friend of the show. Cat, come on, the people. But it was so obvious that he was going to appear. There we go. He was going to appear on the program, and then when he did, they built him up like he was a big Mortal Kombat villain, and his jokes were like fine, whatever. He just called him gay, and he said you suck and I hate you, and then they pretended like they buried the hatchet. It was a weird like Kevin Hart being like trying to be.
He's like, let's drop it. No, I saw that.
Yeah, that was kind of cringe to watch too. He's like, Cat, we have a real opportunity to show the world that we can. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
I only saw like them being like, let's bury the hatch and then hugging. I didn't see the whole speech before.
Yeah, it was kind of cringe.
Yeah, I can like a
Dude,
rehearsed.
just take the L and then because it was clearly staged. I don't know, like it was. And then at the end of it, I guess he said that he was acting and the beef is never going to die.
Yeah, I saw that was in the top 10.
That was in the top 10. Watch Mojo top 10 moments.
Yeah, I watched that Mojo.
Hey, there we go.
All right, I should retire now.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's going to be in the Watch Mojo bottom.
The Watch Mojo top 10 P Boiz worst moments. Yeah, so all in all, no, I don't think it saved comedy. I mean, the comedy wasn't really. I think comedy needs to die a little bit. We need to knock it down a little bit.
It like kind of is and isn't.
It's dying a little bit. It needs to drop.
It hit like a peak. Whatever the thing is it just a peak?
Peak, sure, whatever. The top.
It's not like the all-time.
The triangle, the 60-degree angle or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mount Everest or whatever. Yeah, I think we need less comedy. So that's why we're not going to do comedy anymore on this podcast.
No,
this
only
is going
serious.
to be a strictly serious podcast. No more. Oh, you guys were never doing comedy to begin with. Oh, take that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, now
comedy needs to die a little bit. We need to let it get back down, and then we'll be the ones to rise it to the top.
That's true. No, we need to be both the villain and the hero.
Right.
Basically, like the government.
Exactly. Yeah. We need to both take and give.
It's like, no, you need our help.
Right.
It doesn't matter that we put you in this position. Oh wait, no, we're not joking, or are we being serious? No more comedy.
Know. We're gonna be like Dave Smith, and we're gonna go talk about Israel and politics all day.
Wait, he's not joking?
Dave Smith, you know what? You know Dave Smith?
No, I know.
He left the Legion of Skanks to be a serious political commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of sucks.
I mean,
that's kind of loser shit. That's kind of gay. You kind of suck, Dave Smith.
Maybe he's very good at educating himself on stuff and well-spoken. I haven't really...
Neither have I. I don't care about his political... I don't care about anyone's political takes, but he's like super libertarian, and that's why he's like, I need to spread the gospel of libertarians. I need to preach.
No, that is...
He's going to save libertarians.
Being a...
like add a third party.
Oh, I guess representing a third party, I respect. I respect that he does that, but also like I don't respect comedians that like try and talk politics.
Yeah. Well, I think he's turning his back completely on comedy.
Yeah, and that's why
he was still a comedian. I think that is better than being a comedian who also dabbles in politics. That kind of sucks.
I mean, that's like an image thing at that point. I'm sure like
P Boiz.
I don't know.
P Boiz #1. Out of the #1 Metro Comedy Podcast. No big deal.